tell us all about your sleeper here.
Yeah. Mapalo Maz Mwansa, who has, so number one, we talked to Dominic Fevrier McPherson, who's the lead of the IPP. That show, I think we're going to put out as its own little video next week sometime. But he was kind of giving us a whole breakdown of the IPP and the class this year and all those kinds of things. So I think generally, Maz Mwansa is the guy that is most likely to be drafted from this year's IPP group, and the guy that is likely to be drafted the highest from this year's IPP group. Now, remember, a couple of these guys have already signed already, and it's basically how old they are, right? If you're outside of high school by 3 years, you're a free agent immediately. And guys like Jordan Pataya signed with the Chargers already. If you are younger than that, you are draft eligible and you can be drafted. And that's where this guy falls. He has a wild story. He essentially was just like a kid, grew up, played a bunch of different sports, got to college, and kind of did what I did, which is like you just stopped playing things. You're not in any kind of organized whatever. You weren't on a fast track to any professional sport. And so he was just like going to the gym and rocked up to some kind of like, so he went to Loughborough, which is quite a sports centric college in the UK. And he went to some kind of sports day there where they just sort of see who's around athlete wise and get them into stuff. And apparently, according to him, ran a 10-400 meters during that sports day, right? That's like, I mean, there are national records that are higher than that, right? So the dude's just like cruising around, like doing gym work in his spare time, rocks up, runs a 10-400 meter time. And they're like, what sport do you play? And he's like, nothing. They're like, well, we need to change that because that's insane. So he takes up American football. And so we're talking about this guy. The IPP pro day was a while ago. So he's 6'2", 230 pounds. He's like a linebacker slash edge, hybrid, something in that world. He ran a 4.6 at that size, had a 38.5-inch vertical, ran a 7.14 3 cone, a 4.4 short shuttle. He's got 33.5-inch arms, got a decent wingspan, a 1.66 second get off. Like, this is a legit athlete who's like all of those numbers we're talking about. This is based off like whatever it is, 8 weeks, 10 weeks of IPP training, right? So this is not somebody that's been working on those drills for months and months and months. This is the guy that's been learning football for the last like 8 to 10 weeks, rocked up and is coming out as like a top tier athlete, just a freak show human being from an athlete standpoint. I mean, he's ranking, where does he rank in Dane Brugler's thing? It's like reasonably high.
What's his size again?
6'2", 230.
And remind people how the IPP works, the International Pathway Program, what restrictions they have for teams, or how that all works, or if they draft somebody, how it changes.
Well, now everybody has so he's Dane Brugler's 75th ranked edge rusher, right? Which doesn't sound great, but like when you haven't like played the game, essentially, that's pretty good. Yeah. So every team now has essentially a bonus practice squad spot for international players. So you can draft these guys and effectively stash them for a year plus as a bonus player in the practice squad. Or obviously you can carry them on the active roster, et cetera. But, if you're grabbing a guy and, you can, as long as he clears waivers and isn't going to get signed to anybody else's active roster, you can put that guy in your practice squad and you have effectively an extra bonus roster spot. So anyway, like last year we had, Louis Rees-Zammit as the kind of star of the IPP, and signed with the Chiefs, and he's now signed with the Jags as a receiver. This year, Dominic thinks, he's been saying they're going to get 2 guys drafted. Maybe they'll get more, maybe they'll get, but this is the guy I think that is the most likely and the most likely to get drafted the highest of these IPP guys. Just this absolute freak of an athlete who they're trying to turn into a football player.
I love it. Take a shot on an edge rusher. And Mwansa. I need you're the IPP expert, world's foremost leader on the IPP, Sam. consulting for NFL teams on the IPP.
At least
Aren't you?
texting with them.
At least texting with them.
Thanks for watching all the way to the end of our video.
For more great content, click here to subscribe and here to watch another video. We'll see you again soon.